What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're creating a portrait illustration of Cruella Deville from 101 Dalmatians. Welcome back everyone and thanks for joining me today. For this lesson we'll need our sketch pad and a pencil. Now you're welcome to use whatever supplies you have, but I'm going to start off with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Let's start by adding a guideline coming down the center of our page. Let's start from the very top in the middle. I'm just going to lightly work my way down towards the bottom. And this line is going to help us with the symmetry and balance of our drawing. Now let's go back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now this portrait is going to be a slight 3/4 pose where the face is pointed towards the right side. So let's start with the basic shape of the eyes and leave a gap in the center. Let's go over towards the left side across this line. We're going to draw an oval, going all the way around and then back up. Now over on the right side, we're just going to dip this down a little bit lower. So let's line this up with a straight line going across. And then from here, we're going to step down, draw that same sized oval. Now as we're blocking this in, we also want to think about the expression. Let's raise the left eyebrow. We're going to start from the outside, we're going to go all the way up towards the top, round this out, and then come down on the inside. Now the brow on the right, we're just going to lower this down. So we're going to start on the inside, go across and up, and then bend that down towards the outside of the eye. Now we're going to lift up the lower eyelid. Let's start back on the left, come down, and then up, and do the same thing on the right. Now because we're turning the head over towards the right, we're going to see the edge of the nose bridge. Let's start from the inside of the brow, curve this in, and then back out. Now here we're just going to draw a curve for the nose, and we're going to shift this over towards the right side. Now on the inside of the eyes, we're going to draw two small circles for the pupils. Now let's go all the way over toward the left side across this line, and draw a small circle. Let's go to the inside of the right eye and do the same thing. From the nose, we're going to step down and draw the mouth. We're going to start with a curve. We're going to go up and then down. Let's just pull that up on the right side, just underneath the eye. Now on the left, we're going to curve this up a little bit higher, going up towards the outside of the eye. In the corner of the mouth, let's bend this in and then down. Bend this up, then across. I'm just going to pull the jaw out a little bit further and close out the side with another curve. Now from here, we're going to draw the top of the forehead. Let's start from the outside of the left eye, step over, curve this around, up and then in towards the top of the forehead. Come all the way around. I'm just going to pull this in towards the outside of the right eye. Let's bump in those sharp cheekbones. Starting on the left, we're going to go out, round out the cheeks, and then bend that back in. We'll do the same thing on the right. Let's curve the jaw forward. So starting back on the left, coming down, then out, go underneath the right cheek, curve this around and out. I'm just going to flatten off the chin with a straight line. Let's draw two circles for the earrings underneath the cheeks. We're going to start on the left, going all the way around, just tuck that in. Now the one on the right is going to get tucked in a little bit further, so we'll just see the outside edge. Now I want to add some volume to the hair. Let's start with the section on the top left. We'll start from the middle, curve this around and then out. Go back up to the top, going up towards the top, and then down towards a point. Now let's draw on the right section. Starting in the middle, just going to curve this around and in, go out, and then tuck this in across the top. Now for the outside of the hair, let's start over on the left, coming down and out, and round up the hair, pull this in underneath the head. Let's go all the way over towards the right side. We're going to bend this out, around the head, and then in. We're just adding that guide for the outside volume of the hair. Let's draw the top edge of the coat. We're going to start from the outside. We're just going to bend this in. Let's go across the jaw and then bend that down. And then we'll wrap the coat around the head. Let's go to the outside of the head, bend this out and down. Go all the way around the outside, come around and then down. Now underneath the chin, I'm just going to draw the edge of the neck, coming in and then down. Then on the side, go out and down. Now that we have our basic structure, I'm going to go back and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Now we're going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us layer on some more detail and refine the shapes. Now I'd like to start with the left eyebrow. Start from the outside. Just going to add a little bit of thickness across the top. Let's bring that down on the inside. We're going to add a fold across the brow. On the inside coming down, and then bend that up towards the right. Let's add some thickness. Again, going back to the outside, we're going to go up a little bit higher in the middle, and bring that down on the inside. Now let's draw some detail around the eye. Let's add a little bit of an eyelid, going up, and then down the inside. Draw the lower eyelid on top, coming in. I'm just going to add a fold going out. Let's add a couple of wrinkles. I'm just going to darken up that pupil. Now along the outside, we're just going to add a couple lashes. Across the bottom. And we'll layer the right brow underneath, coming down and across. Now we're going to enhance this expression. Again, adding those lashes on the outside. I'm also going to add some wrinkles across the top of the brow. So you're going to follow that same curve, just bend that in. And with the nose, we're going to add a little bit of a rounded point across the top, and then flare this out towards the nostrils, and pull that back in. And then on the inside, we're going to add 2 small ovals for the nostrils. And with the mouth, we're going to start with the bottom edge first, and then add some thick lips after. Let's add that bracket in the corner of the mouth. And then the lips, starting from the middle. And then just taper that out. Now let's separate the teeth. Starting with the top along the side, we're just going to add 2 angled lines coming in. Just going to curve the bottom edge. I'm just going to tuck the bottom underneath. So we're going to step in, come down and out. And on the outside, do the same thing. Just going to lightly shade in the outside corners of the mouth, going around the teeth. Add some texture across the side of the head, across the hair. Coming down and out. On that cheek. Now the cheeks are going to fold in on top of the jawline. Let's add a slight bend to the chin. Now let's go all the way up to the top. We're going to separate the hair across the tips with these little points. Coming around. Now across the end, we're just going to add a few layers, working our way around the outside. Now just working within that boundary that we created. So just going to pull these little sections out. And then do the same thing over on the right. Starting along the top, just going to separate the ends. We're also going to separate the hair along the side. And just adding these little points. Just work our way in towards the side of the head and then up underneath the head. Now we're going to do another cleanup before we add in our contrast and shading. Now let's go in and add our contrast using this heavier pencil. This is my 0.9 millimeter. I'm going to start with the eyebrows. Now we want to add a little bit of weight across the bottom edge of each shape. So adding those thicker lines. And go in and just darken up the eyebrows. I'm going to add some thickness to the upper eyelid. On the outside, I'm going to go darker and then fade that in towards the inside of the eye. I'm also going to do the same thing across the bottom of the eyelid. Now let's separate the teeth. I'm going to start from the left side. I'm just going to curve the bottom of each tooth and draw a short line going up just to separate the bottom edge. I'm just going to work our way across towards the right. Now along the top, I want to see a little bit of that gum line. So just bending this in and then down, almost like a rounded V, and just darken up the top of the gum line. Now I'm going to do the same thing across the bottom. Start on the outside. Now because it's tucked in underneath, we're going to start with the gum line, coming down and up, and just round out the bottoms. And darken up the gum line. And then from the separation, we're just going to draw a short line coming down. Now with these forehead wrinkles, we're going to start off darker on the outside along the top and just fade that in towards the center of the forehead. just going to add some spots across the coat. Start from the top. Just going to add these little curvy lines going around, just along the edge. And I'm just going to go in and just darken up the inside. And I'm using the side edge of my pencil to do this. I'm going to darken up the top of the eyelids and a little bit across the bottom. Now I want to separate the left and right side of the hair with a different tone. So we're going to start from the top. I'm just going to darken up the hair on the left side. Now we're going to add a layer of shadows. We want to imagine that the lights come from the top of our character coming down, so the shadows will sit along the bottom edge of each shape with the highlights across the top. Now I want to push the eyes in, so this area in the brow is going to get tucked in underneath shadows. Just going to lightly shade that in. Also underneath the center of the brow, I'm just going to feather that out. Now because the head's turned, we're going to push this side of the face into shadow as well. So the bridge of the nose will cast that shadow coming across. Also shading in the bottom of the nose, leaving a little bit of a highlight edge along the top. Add a shadow across the cheeks, come down towards the jaw. This hair is also going to cast a shadow across the top of the head. And then the head adding a shadow across the neck. Let's finish off by cleaning up our tones and shadows, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Cruella Deville from 101 Dalmatians. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. What's up everyone, and welcome to our club memberships. Are you ready to take your art skills to the next level? Well, I've got something special just for you. Introducing our channel membership, starting at only $1 per month. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you'll get exclusive access to a world of bonus features and perks that will enhance your journey with me. As a member, you'll be treated to brand new weekly tutorials that are available only to our valued members. Want to learn the latest techniques and dive deeper into the topics I cover? This is your chance. You'll also gain access to our member-only community feed where you can connect with fellow members, share your progress, and participate in exclusive polls. Your voice matters, and I want to hear from you. And let's talk about the perks. You'll receive a set of custom chat emojis to use during our live streams and premieres, adding a personal touch to your interactions with me. Plus, you'll proudly showcase your support with special member badges that highlight your dedication. As a member, you'll get access to future perks I roll out. I'm constantly working behind the scenes to bring you even more exclusive content, surprises, and experiences. So join our channel membership today and become a part of our exclusive community. For just $1 per month, you'll unlock a world of premium content, engagement, and fun. Click that join button now and let's embark on this exciting journey together.